Austin, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. And the tailback's got it again. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a still-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Ducks, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Ball handed off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7. Got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And the receivers got it. They bring them down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Blocked with the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George. Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. 1st down at the 27.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
Breaks into open space. He's got the 1st and still going. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. QB to the tight end for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made by the tight end. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
3rd down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
The head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have...
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They miss this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And the tackle, but a nice pickup on that running play. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. No press here. The defense backing away. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? A game moves the ball out near the 25.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Action fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
How about this ball here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll leave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. They try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Buying time, moving to his left. He lets it go on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. You can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He can go. At the 20. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in this semifinal game.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. We're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st down, it's play action. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Etienne. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Looks like he's going to run it. Fighting him off. Jukes to get past the man. O'Hare out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Caught inside the red zone and still running. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation, all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter.
Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all. So instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
So the running play stopped on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. And they hand it off to the back. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quick throw to the left side. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, look at the throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? But again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Pass not complete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And make the tackle, but the offense set up for the 1st down in the red zone.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down. And
the pass rush gets home.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass is off target and in as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of third and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Delay a handoff. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Stringing first downs together now. They've got it at the 48. They'll run it with the draw play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He makes the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Looking to scramble. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Now rolling out to his left. Breaks an open space. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Offense lines up at the 15 now with some breathing room. That should open up the playbook. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Ducks are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's McGill again. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. This has been a tremendous fight through three quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a shotgun run call. A change of direction. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Extending the play now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second down and goal. now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Oregon. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
PHC is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. It's a draw play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him, but it's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. And the offense step up. Quick snap to the back. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produced some magic. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
The tight end has got it. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the fourth quarter. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. They finally tackle him, but the way down to the 20-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Tailback takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Brought down, but good for a 1st and goal at the 4.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. And the Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take it.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12 because wishes he left that one in the end zone. First play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off, now looking to scramble. The junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Defense is coming after him. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.